Hey guys! Man, I love how she starts every single video. That's branding 101 right there. I should be a little bit more consistent with my intro. I'm trying to be. That's why I always start it with a hey guys.
So welcome to day 3 of Jenny Craig.
So if you're new, let me get you all caught up here. Amberlynn, what she likes to do is she likes to go on these weight loss journeys, and in the process of going on these weight loss journeys, she'll start a dieting program, and very quickly after starting a dieting program, she'll abandon it, and then wonder why everything isn't working out for her. Then she'll get all upset, she'll talk about starting a new diet program, we'll start it, we'll quit it, and the cycle will start over and over again. Now that we got that out of the way, what she's on right now is Jenny Craig. She started it a couple days ago. This video is called Day 3 of Jenny Craig, or is it? I'm interested to see what we have going on, just so we know that what page we're on with this. On this channel, we root for Amberlynn. We want her to be healthy and happy, but we also call out the hypocrisy when she doesn't follow through with the things that she's trying to do or says she's going to do. Let's continue.
So today it's actually raining. It's been raining for like 24 hours straight.
Somehow whenever I start an Amberlynn Reid video, I always forget just how useless a lot of the information that she says is in the video. Man, look at me. I'm like whipping this screen all over the place.
No lulls in between. And honestly, it's such a peaceful sound. It's kind of a nice change of scenery because Becky and I were snowed in for about a week and a half. It was pretty bad. I'm sure you guys heard about that cold front.
I definitely did. Where are you at? Down south somewhere? I wouldn't know, I guess, about this cold front. I was just in the Midwest where it got so cold that people's tires were popping and cars wouldn't start. What would I know though, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it was pretty cold there, especially if you're not used to the cold, so I'll let that slide, I guess, Amberlynn. But just know, there are people who live more north than you, and we're like the true northerners, like in Game of Thrones or something.
All the snow, it was pretty freaking intense. But anyways, okay. Finally breaking my fast. I am pretty hungry.
Do you know what I find interesting about her videos? These are kind of like these vlog deals that she does, and I like how she opens it up and she's telling us about the weather, which is maybe one of the most dry conversation topics that you could possibly talk about. And what we're really here for is to hear about the whole Jenny Craig thing, and she just jumps like a third of the way into the story. So like, how long were you fasting for? What are you eating? What's the plan? Can you like give us a little bit of background, please, before you just jump into whatever you're talking about? Instead of talking about the weather, it's not like you just even jumped into the relevant thing. You like threw out this completely other irrelevant thing about how nice the weather is. Man, I do love nice weather though. I love to go for walks. I'm like a real simple guy in that way.
And it's actual physical hunger, but it feels good because I did my fast. After I ended the video last night, I did not eat anything else, and I'm so proud of myself. And I have chocolate covered peanuts.
Brava, brava. I'm happy for you, actually, Amberlynn. I hope that you're able to continue with your dieting program. Like I said, I want you to be happy and healthy. I just worry because there's a pattern that happens with you where you start these programs and then you just quit them, and it's kind of a bummer whenever that happens, and it feels like you like to just pull us along step by step, and then you just like to trick us, like, I don't know. It seems like you like to lead us on, only to never get to the point with all this stuff, and it's kind of a bummer. And I don't know how many times we can keep going through the same cycle before we'll catch on to your game.
I'm a little obsessed, and they're not, you know, part of my program, and it was tempting, but I didn't touch them.
I really think that if your channel was videos where you actually talk about your weight loss stuff and you actually followed through like this and you just like emphasized your pride and really did take pride in the progress that you're making, I think a lot of people would really support you and a lot of people would be very happy for you, Amberlynn. And I think that you could enter into like a redemption story. Yeah. I think that could happen. I should probably let you guys know the YouTube stuff too. If you do like my videos and whatnot, you should hit the like button and the subscribe button, but only if you like them. And also I've got links to my other social medias down in the description below. Man, but now that the pitch is over, let's continue. But I really appreciate when you guys check that stuff out. It means the world to me.
I didn't touch them. I'm proud. Do not mind that stack of clothes.
You know what I love about this is, and I actually seen some of it already out there on the internet. You know people are gonna be like making fun of you for that, Amberlynn, so why do you purposefully always draw attention to things that people will make fun of you for? Like, maybe 5% of your audience even noticed that there were clothes back there. I didn't see that there were any clothes back there, or at least I didn't pay any attention to it. But now you're pointing it out, so now it's like, okay, we're gonna start putting together dots here on when you're doing your laundry, and we're gonna start like making assumptions about your life, and that's the thing that you don't really like, isn't it?
I know I'm not the only one who doesn't put away their laundry. It's been like over a week. Whoops. Oh my god, this is good. What in the world?
This is kind of a side point, but I think that there's like weirdly a correlation with the size of the person reviewing food and how many and how many like stars they give the food. Like, the bigger the person when reviewing food, they tend to like only give things 5 stars when they eat it. You ever notice that? If you ever watch like food reviewers, I feel like I don't know, like you watch someone who's a little bit bigger who does a food review and then they give it 5 stars and you're like, oh, that's cool. You gave everything else 5 stars, so I mean, I don't know if I can really believe that this is 5 stars compared to the other stuff, but you do you.
This is a recharge bar. It's nut and honey bar, macadamia nuts, almonds, and pecans drizzled with honey. So good.
You know what I like to eat? Street nuts. Like street walnuts, the kind you find in like gutters and stuff. Like if a big storm comes through and washes a bunch of stuff into the sewers, the kind you'd find right on the little ground there. You just pick them up, you brush them off a little bit. I'm not an animal, and then you just yummy.
And this is what it looks like.
Have you guys seen that movie Snowpiercer, I think it's called, where they live on the train? It looks like the nutrition bars that they eat on there. I think, for people who have seen the movie, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Doesn't look yummy. Doesn't look appetizing to me. That made me, it looked more yummy when I couldn't see it and it was behind the wrapper. I don't know. Looks like animal food.
I love it. Love it. So I'm going to put my weight right here. So that was the first 3 days. So I've lost overnight almost 3 pounds. And it's because I actually stayed on track.
Okay. I think we should slow down a little bit here. It's awesome that you're losing weight, but 3 pounds in 3 days, yeah, sounds kind of cool. That could just be like a water weight fluctuation though, and I don't think that you should be hyping yourself up on that quite yet, because very possibly that is just like a temporary loss in weight, and you could very quickly just jump right back up if you just like had one bad meal or drank a bunch of water or something like that. So I think we should be a little wary, Amber, about how like excited you are about that. And another thing is, it seems like you get pretty upset when people start like speculating on specific numbers in your life, and you seem like you like to lash out and go, well, you don't even really know the full story. You don't even know the numbers. So how can you guys even say that about me? But you're kind of giving us the ammunition, aren't you? You're kind of giving us all the information we need to make that speculation. So I don't understand your game.
I know the first bit of weight that falls off is water weight, but you need to lose that water weight. I feel super uncomfortable a lot of the time because I bloat really easily and I get super swollen because of my lymphedema and such. So losing the water weight to me feels just as good as losing the weight after the water weight.
That's great that it feels that way. I'm happy that you feel better. It's not the same thing though, so let's not just start lumping them in together, because that's not really relevant to what's going on. So I don't know. Let's just try to be a little bit more accurate about what we're trying to do, maybe, huh?
And totes fine with that. So I'm gonna finish this and I will see you guys for my next meal. So I'm struggling really bad. I want to order food. I want to just not care, because for me today is a Sunday.
Well, I think, Amberlynn, what I want is for you to fight that. I want you to not do that. And I want you to overcome that. And then, remember that pride that you were feeling? Imagine how proud you would be if you really overcame an urge like that. And I don't know what you're about to justify here, but I don't like this language that's starting to come out, this whole, and for me, it's a Sunday, and Sunday, I'm waiting for and Sundays are usually my days where I eat more, and like, I'm scared that we're in excuse territory, and when you start going into excuse territory, you can start justifying some pretty negative actions. And in her case, of course, negative actions would be breaking her fast or her diet or whatever. It's kind of crazy how you see it go like one way and another. Look how happy she was when she was on track in that last clip there. Look how excited she was that she was actually following through on the program and was dropping her weight. And look how bummed she is that she's facing these, what would you call them? These cravings. You know she's going to be upset if she gives in to these cravings. You know it's just a short-term thing, and you know that she knows that. That's what really breaks my heart about this. I think she wants to lose the weight, and she wants to drop it. She wants to follow through on her program. She just wishes she had a little bit more self-control about it. But Amberlynn, just come on, man. Remember that pride that you were feeling when you were dancing and eating your last nut bar or whatever. Like, double down on that. Imagine the pride if you like really started making some gains, or in this case, losses.
Sunday currently, and I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow's Monday. I could just start over. That's where my head's like currently at right now.
What is that, I wonder? Like, what is the mental process? What do you guys think is the mental process that like someone goes through so that they can justify that? I don't understand that necessarily myself. I'm trying to empathize and put myself in the shoes there. And I guess I kind of get it because, so she has to do this for a week, right? And Monday to Sunday, let's say, is the week. So she's at Sunday, right? Or no, she probably isn't. She probably started at like Tuesday or Wednesday. So she's saying, well, maybe if I just start Monday, it'll be a better day or a better time to do it, because that's like the beginning of the week. And I don't think that's a good idea, because that seems like a really weaselly way to get out of your diet program. And it seems like what you're going to do then is you're going to get like towards the end of next week and you can say, well, I can just start next week. I think the moment you start moving the goalpost here, Amberlynn, it's going to be really hard to stop moving the goalpost. As soon as you start shifting your own rules for yourself and making exceptions, I think we're going to experience a slippery slope in how you handle that. And, I don't know. This is kind of sad watching this train wreck, isn't it? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see someone die. That's like something that would be kind of horrible.
Oh, God. I ate my bar, I want to say it was about an hour and a half ago.
That's not a super long time to all of a sudden face your cravings and your urges again. What you need, I think, Amberlynn, this is just me speculating as somebody who knows nothing super about how your life works, just like how most of us don't, I think, super know the ins and outs of your life. It seems like what you maybe need is a hobby. You seem like maybe you're like a bored eater, like you don't really do a ton, and then when you get bored, you're like, well, I have nothing to do, and then you can really focus on your hunger then. But if you had like something really cool to do, I don't know, like, I think YouTube kind of is one of your outlets. So if you like maybe spent more time on YouTube, maybe like if you spent more time editing or something, I don't know. But maybe it doesn't even have to be that. Like maybe every time you feel hungry, like make yourself go on a walk to try to forget about how hungry you are. I think that's one of the biggest things. Like drink some water and go on a walk. That's something that works really well for me, because then you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. Or anything really, just like not TV, not books, not stuff that you're not like actively engaging with, because otherwise you're constantly going to be focused on how you feel. You need to have something that can distract you from the moment. You need to get into that, what they call a flow state, is what's really important, I would say. If you guys don't know what the flow state, look it up, nerds.
And while I was eating it, it was tiding me over like great, fantastic, and now I'm just like, oh my God, I would kill for like a big bowl of pasta.
Probably not like a super great idea to tease yourself like that either. To sit there and be like, man, but if I just had a cheeseburger, oh, that would be so good. Like, it's one thing if you're stranded on an island and you have no access to these cheeseburgers, and then you're craving a cheeseburger and you're just like, man, just a mouth-watering cheeseburger. Oh, just a greasy patty on those buns and just like all the condiments on there, just to bite into it and just taste it. Like, that's one thing. I'm making myself hungry. That's one thing. If you don't have access to it, but she has access to it and she has the funds. So I feel like if she keeps talking herself up like this, she's talking herself into breaking out of her diet program. That's my speculation here that's going on. That's from Dr. Varke, not an actual doctor.
So that is my update. And I told myself, you know what, even if I like fail more than I don't not fail, wait, what? Even if I fail more than I succeed, or vice versa, for the next 30 days, I will be just talking about.
Nope, I know how you're feeling like that is like a good way and that still works, but it doesn't. Just stick to the program, Amberlynn. And the problem is, like, this is your progression through life, and this is the end of your life. And your lifestyle right now, as you're progressing through life day by day, is also coming to meet you. And you don't want these two things to meet. That's messy. But the problem is, you start a program, quit the program. You start a new program, quit the program. You start a new program, quit the program. Whereas if you started a program and stuck with it, they'd go like this. Like, you can't keep pushing this to the next month, because at some point you're gonna run out of months.
What I'm eating and following my weight and stuff like that, because I feel like it holds me like accountable. It also makes me like see things.
No, Amberlynn, it obviously, the thing though is it obviously doesn't hold you accountable, because if it did, you wouldn't be weaseling out of your program right now. And I hope you don't weasel out of it. We haven't heard anything yet. We've just heard some thoughts. And this video is a little couple days old, so maybe she'd continue to do it. I was kind of hoping that we'd see something like at the end of the week to see if she really made it through the whole thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see what she says here.
It's clearer and differently in a way that I normally like wouldn't see things. By the way, shout out to this lipstick. Although it's not my color, I don't like it very much on me. This is NYX, and it's as if I just put it on. But I put it on like over 2 hours ago. Yeah,
I'm no expert on makeup. I don't wear it, so I guess I don't really get it. But I feel like 2 hours is kind of a short time for something to last that you're like really putting on yourself. I would be kind of bummed out if I got like lipstick and it only lasted for 2 hours. Is that normal that it only lasts that long? Is that almost seems then what it's like is like a breath spray or something. Like, oh, well, I'm about to go into a meeting. And then you go in. That's what you do too. I know that from the movies.
It was exactly 2 hours after I filmed that clip when I got a call, and I got some of the best news that honestly I could have ever wished for. It was something I've wanted for so long now.
Speaking of things that you've had to wait for so long now, let's go. Get to the point. Quit teasing us.
And I will talk to you guys about it. I promise it will eventually happen. I'm just not ready to talk about it right now. But I did not finish filming for that day. I was on...
Wait, what's going on now? What is this about? This video just really took a turn to something else, didn't it? And it's just a picture of her with her lips. Nice. But I don't understand what she's on about. What's like the great news? Does she have like a kid or something? Is that what's going on? Wouldn't that be crazy if there was like a little Lynn? Hey, I'm Amberlynn. This is my daughter, Little Lynn. That'd be awesome. Becky Jr. Oh, how would that work? They're both gals. Never mind. Huh. What's the big news? I want to know. But you're not going to tell us? You're just going to tell us you have big news, but I'm not going to tell you the news? Hey guys, I got really big news. It's awesome for me. It's really exciting. I'm not going to tell you though. I'll probably tell you at some point, but I'm not going to tell you. Maybe you don't bring it up then. I'm thinking that's how I feel about that.
I had emotions and feelings that I had never felt before. And I know a lot of people hate when I come on here and say, oh, something happened and I can't talk about it.
Oh, dude, she's got my number, doesn't she? She should make videos about me where she like describes how I do things. I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be fascinated to see how she thinks my mental process works. I love trying to get in her head. I'd love even more to see her try to get in my head. It can't happen though. I'm too smart.
It's not that I can't talk about it because I can. It's
just what? You like want to tease us and you want to like string us along or something? Do you guys know? Let me know if you guys know what she's talking about, because I mean, you guys are like sleuths. I feel like I ask you guys questions and I'll get like some sweet answers down in the comments that just like fill me in on exactly what's going on. Same with the Chantel thing too. Because it's hard, dude. It's like a full-time job plus overtime to keep up with some of these gals' lives. And they post a lot, and I'm sorry, but like, especially with Chantel, I'm not going to sit down and watch your 4-hour live stream. Not the whole thing, at least. Give me a break. I have better things to do than sit there for 4 hours and watch Chantel make up a story and eat food. That's not really what the subject of this video is, though. Rant over.
I'm simply not ready. I want to keep this for me for a little bit. And
you know, that's totally fine that you want to keep information for you. Maybe keep it for you then, instead of dangling 20% out for us and then yanking it back. It's kind of cruel, man. That's like you're a fisherman and you got this worm and you're like, I'm going to keep this worm for me. This isn't for the fishes. Puts it on the hook, keeps dangling it right above the water where the fish are. You'll never get it. Thanks, Amberlynn. Way to tease us.
And, yeah, I'm okay though. I am beyond happy. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that Jenny Craig was a Jenny bye-bye that day.
Come on, dude. What do you want from us, Amberlynn? Like, what do you really want from your fan base and the people that watch you? You want us to support you, right? How can we? How can you, like, honestly look us in the eyes and just, like, spit on our face over and over again and say you're gonna do one thing and just do the other? How many times can you do that over and over again before people just start going, man, this girl is just, like, this girl is just not on a good path and she's a liar and she never follows through? That sucks, man. And not the time to use comedy to try to get out of it either, I don't think. That makes me almost a little bit more irritated there. Why don't you just tell us, like, the absolute honesty instead of, oh, that Jenny Craig died? Oh yeah, that thing, that was a Jenny, bye-bye. Yeah, great joke. You're 547 pounds, Amberlynn. I think the joke's over. Joke's on you, really.
I didn't know who Jenny was this day because something else better happened. So yeah, sorry if I let anyone down.
Sorry you let us down. The thing is, Amberlynn, you didn't let us down. That's the thing that you don't understand. You let yourself down. You heard something happy, and then what? So you binged? So when you're upset, you binge. When you're happy, you binge. When you're neutral, you binge. When you're bored, you binge. What do you, like... I don't understand, Amberlynn. You can't weasel your way out of this over and over again. It's gonna catch up to you. It will catch up to you. It's sad, more than anything, really. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. That's not I'm not happy for you, Amberlynn. I'm not excited for you, and I want you to be healthy. I want you to be happy. Did you guys see how excited she was when she was actually following through with the program at the beginning of the video? That, I think, is uplifting, and that is kind of inspiring if she was like that all of the time. If we actually saw her, like, start to get a bit more fit and healthy, and she was always inspiring and happy like that, I think I would unironically then enjoy her videos a bit more. I'd be like, this is kind of cool. We're watching a real transformation of a person here. It's kind of a beautiful thing. How often do you get to see something like that? A person really changing. But we're not seeing someone change. We're just seeing the same old thing over and over again. And it's not even that it's getting old. It's just like, well, I think I put it well, if I may compliment myself. You didn't disappoint us, Amberlynn. You didn't let us down. You let yourself down. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it always helps with the YouTube algorithm so that I can grow the channel. And also, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll have some links in the description. The Twitter is at yestervark1. I'm trying to get over 1,000 on both of those. That would be, I don't know, really cool. So I feel like if each person that watches this video did it, I'd easily hit that number. I'd really appreciate if you did it. But if not, that's okay too. I always enjoy when you're just watching my stuff and leaving cool comments. So I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching. You have a good one.